I think another big thing is that you have to take responsibility for the bad that you feel, for how your parents make you feel. Do something about it. Don't just take it. You have to take responsibility for that. If your parents have hurt you or caused you pain, it's not your fault. You're not to blame. I'm not saying that you should just suck it up and grin and bear it, but you do have to be able to recognize that you have these emotions, you have these problems inside, and say, what am I going to do about it? They're not going away. My parents are not changing, or this has already happened in my past. I can't take it back. Where do I go from here? And you always have to remember that you can steer the relationship in the direction that you want it to go. As I said before, it may not go exactly where you want it to go, but you can at least take more of a leadership role in it than you could when you were just a child living at home. When you grow up and you move out and you don't live with your parents anymore, there's almost, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like your eating disorder, where it's really hard to do things without your eating disorder or think of things without your eating disorder because it's been a huge chunk of your life for so long. That's how your parents are. They've been a huge chunk of your life for so long that it's only natural that you're going to have instances and issues and certain idiosyncrasies that stem from your parents. So cut yourself a little bit of slack and realize that that's the way it is and you can make it better. You're older and wiser, you have tools that you didn't have before, and that one thing that I was talking about in the beginning of my video is the best thing you can do for yourself is find ways to move on, ways to let go and heal. This is going to mean something different for everyone, but it's extremely necessary. Otherwise, your parents will have an adverse effect on you for the rest of your life, and you are in control of not letting that happen. You can't change who your parents are, you can't change what they do, but you can take control of your own life. I've been hurt by one of my parents, but I refuse to let that make my life worse. I just refuse to wallow in that and dwell on it. And you know, I was in therapy for 6 years, and for much of those 6 years, many of the things revolved around one of my parents. I'm not talking, necessarily abuse, but, other issues that I won't get into in a short video. But, it took me a long time to get through things, and it took me a long time to deal with things and make my peace with things. But if you don't do that, and you can't do that, you're going to be stuck. You're going to be stuck and you're not going to be able to move forward. And I don't want to see that happen to any of you. You're your own person and your life is no one else's. I hope you have a great week, everyone, and I will see you next week.